Stars ignite from the green flag wave to the final lap. Every driver knows there's no turning back. The stage is set, the field is tight. Championship dreams on the line tonight. A season's worth of sacrifice and speed. Now it's time to see who succeeds. 40 hearts beating under the hood. Every racer pushing harder than they should. Searching for an inch, hunting for a lane, risking everything for fortune and fame. The spotter calls, clear high, clear low. The leaders battle wherever they go. The crowd rises up as the tension grows. Nobody knows how this story goes. One mistake can change it all. One bold move can make you stand tall. Every corner, every mile, the pressure builds all the while. Feel the thunder burning through the night. 3 wide through the corners on the stadium lights. Heroes made in moments, legends built in speed. This is where the best compete. This is where dreams lead. Feel the thunder, where champions are born, fighting for the checkered flag till the break of dawn. Every lap of battle, every turn of test. Only the strongest survive, only the best. Green flag flying and the side by side. No room left anywhere to hide. Bumpers touching at 200 miles an hour. Every driver chasing that winning hour. The veterans know when to play it smart. The rookies race with fearless hearts. Every strategy call, every pit stop plan can change the fate of any man. The fuel runs low, the stakes rise high. Nobody's willing to say goodbye. The finish line is drawing near. You can feel the electricity here. Feel the thunder burning through the night. 3 wide through the corners on the stadium lights. Heroes made in moments, legends built in speed. This is where the best compete. This is where dreams lead. Feel the thunder, where champions are born, fighting for the checkered flag till the break of dawn. Every lap of battle, every turn of test. Only the strongest survive, only the best. This is more than racing, more than chrome and steel. It's every dream the drivers carry, every emotion they feel. From the backstretch battles to the photo finish line, the memories made tonight will stand the test of time. Feel the thunder, the spotlight shining bright. The fastest drivers in the field, ready for the fight. Heroes made in moments, legends building speed. Tonight another story waits for the world to see. Feel the thunder, the roar of the crowd, the engine singing victory, strong and proud. Green flags waving, the battle now begins. Tonight we'll discover who rises up and wins. The lights are on, the field is set. Another chapter waits to be written, another champion waits to be crowned. The battle begins now. Let's go racing.
Mic check. All right.
There are racetracks and there are just landmarks, places where history isn't just remembered, it echoes with every lap. Today, the next level game community arrives at one of the most iconic venues in all of motorsports, Indianapolis Motor Speedway. For more than a century, these 2.5 miles of asphalt have crowned legends from the pioneers of the Indianapolis 500 to NASCAR's greatest champions. Victories at the Brickyard has always carried a difficult kind of meeting. Here, every driver chases the same dream, to kiss a yard of bricks and add their name to racing history. Today, a new generation of competitors take on that challenge. The NASCAR Next Gen machines bring speed, strategy, and precision to the circuit, where one mistake can end a championship bid, and one perfect drive can be unforgettable. The long front straightaways, the demanding flat corners, and the relentless pursuit of track position will push every driver to the limit. Patience will be tested, fuel strategy could decide the outcome, and when the checker flag falls, only one driver will earn the right to call themselves a Brickyard winner. Championship implications are growing, rivalries are intensifying, and one of the most prestigious victories on the schedule is waiting to be claimed. From the racing capital of the world, welcome to Indianapolis Motor Speedway. This is the Next Level Gaming Community NASCAR Next Gen Series, presented by Flashpoint Racing Network. Buckle up. The road to Brickyard Glory begins right now. My name is Michael Cordray, and alongside me tonight, as always, is Russell Heaton Jr. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good. What about yourself, Michael?
I'm doing all right. That intro is a little handful.
It was.
All right, so we will be running, I think it's 80 laps tonight here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Track temp is 88 degrees. Air temp is 72. They have 5 additional sets of tires. I think it's 2 fast repairs and 70% fuel. You know, Russell, I was actually thinking of coming to the race tonight, the real life race, but ended up spending over $100 at the IRP doubleheader with the ARCA and Truck Series.
I could imagine.
Yeah,
Everything's expensive.
Yeah, it was pretty exciting with the ARCA cars. A lot more battling, a lot more wrecks. The Truck Series is kind of boring. You only had one caution for incident. That was between the 19 and the 45, but the 45 went up in the flames for how hard he hit the outside wall. But practice is about to wrap up shortly. Any local heroes? If I was out on track, I'd be the local hero, because I am from Indianapolis. As we get ready, let's take a look at a couple people on track. Got Mark Long currently in 4th. Best lap is a 51.763. Couple of 100s off of Richard Eisel. Russell's telling you pre-race, Richard Eisel is going to be my pick tonight, but we also have a return as well as the 69 of Charles Bagley. Looks like Russell's having some internet issues. We'll wait for him to go back. Let's check on a couple people out here on track. Got Freddie Donaway out here. But I keep having to remember his name is not Mark, it's Marique Long. Got Trevor Kelly out here, stopped on track. Take a look where these guys are from. Charles Bagley out of St. Louis. Qualifying is wrapping up. And let's see if anyone's about to hop out on track. Got Richard Eisel, Sonny gritting up, go out on track. With this being a crown jewel race, I'm putting up a diecast car that'll go to the winner. If I was out there, I'll definitely be the winner. See if we got a couple more people coming out on track. Got Marique Long out here. Richard Eisel should be finishing up his first lap. Charles Bagley out on track. Russell, you got a copy now?
Yes, sir. I just got back. PC restarted on me. It does that sometimes. I still don't know what's wrong with it.
Got Jeremy Oliver out here from Kenton, Kentucky. Richard Eisel should be coming out around turn number 4 this time by to put down his first lap, as he's having some internet issues still. It's the next gen general chat. Old Ken Schrader M&M Halloween car. Man, I want that. Richard Eisel's first lap is a 51.495. Marique Long coming out turn number 4, should be setting his first lap. It's going to be a 52.091. Sonny's out on track. Charles Bagley did pretty good in the O'Reilly's race in the officials. Let's see if he can make this work tonight in the next gen cars, laying down a 52.159. Jeremy Oliver out on track as well. Coming around turn number 4 for the first time tonight. Gonna be a 51.998, putting up in the second place. If anyone else is out here. Richard Eisel. Looks like he did not improve the second time around. Marique Long, 51.766. Gavin Smith exiting pit road. Kevin Allen moves up to second with a 51.693. All the way from Corbin, Kentucky, as Kevin Allen goes around, blows the engine. Kevin, sir, you cannot park there, as Sonny takes pole as of right now with a 51.488. Trevor Kelly put down a 52.291, see if he can improve this second lap. Gavin Smith coming by to set his first lap. Going down the back stretch. Freddie Donaway. Gonna be a 53.147. Gavin Smith coming by to set his first lap. Gonna put him to pole with a 51.395. making that a one-lapper. Albert Reinhardt now on track from Louisville, Illinois. Russell, you already know my pick tonight. Gonna be the guy that's been dominating every series he's running. Gonna be the 97 Richard Eisel. What's your pick gonna be tonight?
You know, I told him in the Discord, you know, I told him I normally put a curse on him, but tonight I feel something, and that's the man on pole, Gavin Smith. I remember at Bristol in the trucks, I said he was my pick, qualified second, and unfortunately had internet issues. And then there was another time around, I think it was the Indianapolis, in the IndyCar, that unfortunately he wrecked out on.
Yeah, no, Gavin's been qualifying good, racing good, but making some bad decisions late in the runs, which has cost him probably a couple wins here in Next Level Gaming community.
For sure. Sometimes it's not always about just your qualifying position. You got to put your race together, and you know that's something I still have to learn. I know a couple of drivers might have to learn.
Yeah, we got Marique Long up in chat saying we have an issue. The race is set for night, but Indy does not have lights.
Oh no.
Are you able to see what time it is in the sim race, Russell?
I'm not able.
Well, Albert Reinhardt up to 6 with a 51.787. Joseph Usnickus out on track. Take a
Hopefully.
look at the session information. We're at week 21 at Indianapolis for 80 laps. Iowa is going to be in 2 weeks. They're taking a bye week next week because they run the real life schedule with NASCAR. As Joseph Usnickus bounces off the wall. It should be his first lap starting. This will be fun. Easy candles. Yeah, you just gotta get some halogen lights on those machines. Mr. Baggs, I already talked crap about your teammate, Mr. Kevin Allen. Coming out turn number 2, getting loose, blowing his engine, telling him he can't park there on the backstretch. Joseph Usnickus coming out of turn number 4. Hopefully it's his first lap because he did smack the wall. Gonna put him to 10th with a 52.437. That's gonna be his second lap. While we wait for qualifying to end, Russell, I've been hearing a bunch of talk between officials and other drivers about how tight these cars are with the iRacing setup. Do you think it's going to play a factor, especially when you get that dirty air? It's just going to push you way tighter.
Yes, sir. I ran a official here in the next gen, and I could clarify it was tight and tight as tight. I don't think a car can get any tighter than that. And all the car wanted to do was head up to the wall. So I can just imagine what these drivers are feeling like on the fixed setup.
All right, Russell. They are starting to grid. You ready to take away?
Yes, sir. In P1 in the 16 machine, we got Gavin Smith. And in P2, we have the 401 car of Sonny. And P3, the 97 car, Richard Eisel. In P4, and his favorite car, Kevin Allen. In P5, we have the 77 car of Marie Klung. And in P6, we have the 25 car of Albert Reinhardt. And in P7, we have the 23 of Jeremy Oliver. And in P8, we have the 69 machine of Charles Bagley. And in P9, we have the 36 of Trevor Kelly. And in P10, we have the 7 car of Joseph Usnikas. And in P11, we have a new face here, the 27 car of Freddie Donaway.
Talking about Joseph Usnikas, I'm not sure if this is a car that he prefers. I know I raced with him a lot when we did an ARCA series together, and he was usually dominating every ARCA race, but here in the next gen, it looks like he's been struggling. Besides when he makes a good pit strategy, it usually puts him up towards the front.
Yes, sir. We've seen Usnikas, be up here in the next gen series, and it's normally for putting up a race together.
You can just see how bright the track is in turn 1 and 2 with that sun looking like it's getting ready to set soon. That's gonna put a damper on a bunch of these drivers with the sun right in their eyes.
I think the only thing these drivers are worrying about right now is not about the sun, and that is the fact if this thing goes tonight, the visibility is going to be very bad. Indianapolis doesn't have any lights whatsoever on the track. The track is way too big for any lights. So if this does go tonight, hopefully these drivers can find a workaround.
It should be all right. Might be getting a little darker than normal with the overcast skies. You can see how cloudy it is outside. Got a packed house tonight. The grandstands are sold out for the next level gaming community as they are coming out of turn number 4.
Gavin Smith on pole position, so that means he will lead the field to the green here in Indianapolis as pace car down in the front stretch taking the route down to pit road. Gavin Smith on the long straightaway, finding himself in the Geico restart zone. Green flag green flag is now underway. Sorry, it is not a restart, it's the race start. Gavin Smith got a good jump being pushed by Richard Eisel, but Sonny being pushed by Gavin. Gavin around. I knew I saw something with Gavin. He saves it on the apron.
Gavin having some early troubles like we were talking about. Russell, good racer, pretty fast at every car he raced at, but usually ends up in a little bit of trouble, causing him some issues. But he's going to put Sonny up to the lead with already a 0.7 second gap over Richard Eisel. Kevin Allen up to third. As we got some action going on back here between, looks like the 23 and the 25 of Jeremy Oliver and Albert Reinhardt. Side by side going into turn number 1. Got Trevor Kelly right behind, trying to pick off what's left of this battle. You see back there Charles Bagley sliding in right behind as well. As looks like Trevor Kelly hit hard coming out turn number 2. You see his right front a little scraped up right there. As these drivers are starting to single file out. Looks like Jeremy Oliver, Trevor Kelly, and Charles Bagley starting to battle. This is going to be a battle for 7th place. Trevor Kelly already up 2 spots since the drop of the green flag. Check up here. Got the 76 battling with the 77 right behind him. Gonna be Marique Long. You can just see the top 3 starting to pull away from the rest of the pack. Gavin Smith back here trying to work his way back up. Starting getting to the inside of Joseph Yusnikas going into turn number 3. Joseph gets a little tight going into turn number 3. Gavin Smith's able to get around him as he goes to try to battle with the 27 of Freddie Donaway. Looks like Donaway's having a little bit of issues. Coming out of turn number 4, Gavin's working on the outside of the 27. Gavin Smith trying to get that momentum coming out of turn number 1, and he does, able to clear the 27 of Freddie.
27 almost gives Gavin Smith the bumper for a second time. Freddie was able just to hold off that just a little bit and not touch him and get him loose for a second time.
Checking back up near the front with Jeremy Oliver. Looks like something happened to Marique Long, dropping back down to 6th place. He was in 4th place right behind Kevin Allen. As you see Kevin Allen all over the back bumper of Richard Eisel. Trying to battle him for 2nd place. Russell. Every time I've been getting on iRacing, I see this man right here always racing a official running the NIS and the A Opens here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
And would that be Mr. 76 Kevin Allen?
Indeed that is. Looking back here, Russell, you can see the 25 Albert Reinhardt has some nose damage. I'm not sure if Marique Long had some issues and Albert Reinhardt couldn't avoid it, but that's definitely going to slow him down with that front end damage. There you see him tap the wall coming out of turn number 4. Gavin Smith got around Charles Bagley. Not sure what happened to Charles. He's already down 1 spot since the start of the race. Check on the race leader, Sonny. Started 2nd, up to 1st. Currently with a 1.2 second gap over Richard Eisel. Kevin Allen lost a little time off of Richard, starting to fall back just a little bit. As it looks like we might have a battle brewing up. Got a whole line of cars from 4th on back trying to battle it out. You see Marique Long trying to get to the rear of the 25 of Albert Reinhardt. Take a look at what's going on near the back. See, everybody's starting to be single filed out still.
Gavin Smith looks to be on the back of Trevor Kelly. He's climbed his way back up to P8. He's not that far off Trevor Kelly. The issue is, oh, here he goes, making a move. Side by side, Trevor Kelly, Gavin Smith. Gavin Smith will clear Trevor Kelly and will move up to P7 heading into turn 1. Gavin's still riding that bottom lane, so just trying to keep Trevor Kelly behind. Now he's going to try to work on his way on Jeremy Oliver.
I don't know if you saw that, Russell, but when a car is not running right on that white line, if right behind them, it's going to make you tighter. But if you are able to get lower than the car in front of you, it's going to make them a little bit looser and cause them to mess up just a little bit to make them be able to gain a little bit more time on them.
I've never noticed that.
After we got a battle going on for 4th place, Marique Long, Albert Reinhardt. You got Jeremy Oliver right behind them as well. Try and pick up the scraps of this battle. As you see Gavin just barreling down on the rear bumper of the 23 of Jeremy Oliver. Don't know if you see this. Russell Marique Long trying to get to the inside of Albert Reinhardt. You can see Albert Reinhardt starting to slow this little pack down with that front end damage, which is actually helping Gavin Smith catch right back up to these cars.
Mark Long looked to be getting a little loose and almost cut right back in front of Jeremy Oliver. No, he threw a heavy block on that, and he's going up a little wide. Might lose a little time off Jeremy Oliver's. Marique Long hits the wall. Jeremy Oliver under him, and Jeremy Oliver will clear him. Just looks like he got tight. Gavin Smith all over the rear end of Marique Long. Marique Long stepping out of line. And now he's back underneath Jeremy Oliver
as they make contact going into turn number 1. You see Gavin Smith into the mix as well.
Gavin Smith clears him as Marique Long got a little loose entering. He saved it quite quickly. Gavin Smith now fully clear of Marique Long. Now going to try to work his way again on Jeremy Oliver.
See Jeremy Oliver starting to catch the rear of the 25 Albert Reinhardt. Albert Reinhardt disrupting the draft that Jeremy Oliver needs to get up there. Off the back bumper of Albert Reinhardt. Currently up 2 spots since the start of the race, sitting in 4th place. If you are able to listen to what Albert Reinhardt's doing, downshifting into 4th, keep that RPMs up, it helps the car turn, especially for how tight it is. But Russell, it will also eat up your tires.
I'll tell you, I don't know a lot about Indianapolis, and running the race, I got wrecked out unfortunately, so I didn't learn a lot. So I don't know how much tire fall off will play a part of this, and I think that that's another thing in part of these drivers' minds is tire fall off, and as you said, downshifting play a factor in tire wear. It's something you got to keep in mind.
Yeah, checking back on it with Kevin Allen, starting to fade back. Not sure if he already started using up his tires. As you see Albert Reinhardt right there, got the whole train of cars coming, especially with that draft. Kevin Allen is just a sitting duck. The line of cars behind him should be able to catch him within the next 5 to 10 laps.
Yeah, as you can see, Kevin Allen has no draft. No, he's lost all the time on Richard Eisel, and due to that, Richard Eisel is so far ahead, he'll be lucky if he even gets a smither of it. When I went on board with Kevin Allen, I heard a lot of tire scrubbing. No, he's turning that wheel a lot. Tires are starting to fade on the 76 machine up in third position.
Yeah, I'm on board with Albert Reinhardt. Don't hear that much scrubbing. While we take a break, let's look at the fastest 5 with the average of 5 laps. Sonny with the 52.25, Richard Eisel 52.31, Gavin Smith at 52.36, Jeremy Oliver 52.40, Albert Reinhardt at 52.43. You can just see that he is fading Kevin Allen as Jeremy Oliver is now to the outside of Albert Reinhardt for 4th place. Wasn't able to make it stick.
Albert Reinhardt still clears him. If Jeremy Oliver wants to get by Albert Reinhardt, he needs the help from Marie Long and Gavin Smith.
Jeremy Oliver hits the wall. Take a look back here. Charles Bagley got around Trevor Kelly for the 8th position. Started 8th, currently 8th. Take a lap with Charles Bagley, see what he's doing. Charles Bagley sounds like he's being smooth with the brakes, trying not to scrub that much tires. Looks like getting a little tight in the short chute. Loose out, but looks like we might have a battle going on up here. Jeremy Oliver's battling Albert Reinhardt. Able to clear him going into the short chute. This is for 4th place. As Gavin Smith was able to get around Marique Long as well. Gavin Smith all over the back bumper of Albert Reinhardt. Jeremy Oliver starting to pull away just a little bit from Albert Reinhardt. As the 25 and the 16 now side by side for 5th place. Gavin Smith hard into the wall coming out of turn number 3. Going to make him fall back to the clutches of the 77 of Marique Long. Marique Long trying to look to the inside of Gavin Smith coming down the front stretch. Able to get to his inside. Gavin Smith was able to get the momentum coming out. Check back here with Trevor Kelly. Looks like he's starting to fade back to the clutches of the 7 of Joseph Usnikas. See Joseph right on his back bumper. Coming down the back stretch. Joseph Busek is now to the inside of the 36 of Kelly. This is for 9th place. Able to get around Trevor Kelly easily. Trevor Kelly is now hitting pit road for the first stop tonight. That's going to let Freddie Donaway grab a new position up to 10th place. Kevin Allen still back here sitting 3rd, all by himself. Looks like he's starting to gain on Richard Eisel, sitting in P2, almost 3 seconds back from the leader. The leader is still Sonny. Take a look at the race. Recap so far, Lonnie's the only leader so far. Trevor Kelly still down pit road, now just exiting pit road. Gavin Smith all over the back bumper of Albert Reinhardt. Gavin Smith has been trying to get out around Albert Reinhardt for quite a handful of laps now, Russell. But with old tires plus dirty air, that's going to play in a factor of how much he can get to the rear of him to try to get around him.
Yes, sir.
Where's the night? Night is upon us. It is dusk. As you see, Marique Long now on the inside of Gavin Smith for 6th place. Marique Long couldn't hold it there on the inside of Gavin Smith. Gavin Smith's getting that momentum. Marique Long starting to fall back. Kevin Allen's catching up to the back bumper of Richard Eisel. Only 0.7 seconds behind him. Gavin Smith trying to regroup and get back to the back bumper of Reinhardt. Let's go back here and check on this battle that might be brewing up between Charles Bagley and the 7 of Joseph Usnikis. Only 0.4 seconds behind Charles Bagley. Here Charles Bagley clutching. Probably trying to turn this race into a one-stop race. Let's see if we go back up here. Marique Long on the inside of Gavin Smith, trying to get back up there. Gavin Smith on the inside of Albert Reinhardt. Hardly gets around him. They made contact coming out of turn number 2. I don't think Gavin Smith is going to be able to catch up to Jeremy Oliver for how hard he was working to get around Albert Reinhardt for 5th place.
Michael. Oh, Kevin Allen down pit road.
Marique Long down as well.
No, Michael, I don't know if you noticed, but the track has been getting darker over the past couple of laps.
Take a look at the weather right now. Track temp is at 73 degrees well, 79 degrees. Temperature is at 73, humidity at 70%, conditions are overcast. And you can see right back there, it's getting darker. Sonny's now down pit road. Richard Eisel coming. Jeremy Oliver staying out. Gavin Smith staying out. Gavin Smith actually coming down pit road. Chelsea Rusnick is coming down. Charles Bagley staying out.
You know, Michael, we're only 26 laps into this race. There's 80 laps in it, and if it's getting this dark, I'm expecting to see just a couple of laps run in the dark.
It could always be exciting, especially with no headlights. Hopefully the skies clear up, get that moon out there. 23 now coming down pit road, going to put Albert Reinhardt possibly up to the lead as he's pitting. Charles Bagley now coming down pit road. Lonnie coming down the back stretch. I'll put him back up to the lead. Richard Eisel only 2 seconds back. Kevin Allen B come out in P3, a little over a second back of Richard Eisel. Take a look at the biggest gainers. Jeremy Oliver up 4, fully dropping some spots. Richard Eisel up 1, Sonny up 1, Kevin Allen up 1 as well. Joseph Usnick is going to get around Charles Bagley, putting him down to 10th place around Albert Reinhardt. Joseph Usnick is up a couple spots after that pit cycle. Looking around on track, nothing going on. Gavin Smith trying to chase down the 23 of Jeremy Oliver with those fresh sets of tires. Take a look at the fastest 5 average. Trevor Kelly 52.71, Albert Reinhardt 56.58, Charles Bagley 57.34, Richard Eisel, Gavin Smith over 1 minute. We're waiting for those to update. Fastest 5 right now, Richard Eisel, Gavin Smith, top 2. Richard Eisel with a 51.61, Gavin Smith a 51.77, Tony a 51.89, Kevin Allen a 51.95, and Marique Long with a 52.08. This is the closest battle right now between Gavin Smith and Jeremy Oliver. Just right behind them, Marique Long. Currently down 1 spot since the start of the race, sitting in 6th place. Let's look out the back bumper of Jeremy Oliver. You can see Gavin Smith, Russell, still trying to close in.
Gavin Smith just fell a little bit off of him when he had to fight with Albert Reinhardt. But now Gavin Smith is going to get huge runs off straightaways because he's got the draft, and Jeremy Oliver has no one in front of him to get a draft off of.
Check back up here with Sonny. He's led every single lap so far this race. Since the drop of the green flag, when Gavin Smith had an incident in turn number 1. And he's just been pulling away ever since. Joseph Usnickus now around Albert Reinhardt, trying to work his way to the back of the 36 of Trevor Kelly. Joseph Usnickus loose, going into the outside wall, hard into the outside wall. Caution's out for the first time tonight. Heavy contact on the front end. You can see that nose caved in, which this is going to help a bunch of drivers, Russell, to restack the field.
Yes, it is, Michael.
Go back and take a look at what happened to Joseph. Enters the corner, gets a little loose right there. Gets in there, throw a little too early, tries to save it, overcorrects, and just straight into the outside wall.
No, Michael, good thing the car is sponsored by Lego and not made by Lego.
Yeah, it'd be probably a red flag trying to clean up a million little pieces.
Yes, sir.
As they're trying to catch back to the pace car. Let's take a moment to talk about Next Level Gaming Community. If you guys are interested in joining Next Level Gaming Community, you can join their Discord and link it in the description. They race Thursday night trucks, Saturday night Delara 18s, Sunday night next gens. Sunday nights they do the full NASCAR race schedule. They're on week 22 here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. The playoffs, Russell, should be starting pretty soon.
I believe it was 6 more races.
See if I can pull up the standing so far for the season. Shows that currently Trevor Kelly is in the lead with 781 points, 1 win, average start 6, average finish 6. As you see all these drivers coming down pit road. Albert Reinhardt currently second. Sonny stays out. Probably going to be a huge mistake on his part. Everybody's going to be on fresh tires. Kevin Allen sitting in 3rd place in points. Almost 200 points behind Trevor Kelly.
That's crazy.
As you see all these drivers now coming down pit road. Kevin Allen, Marique Long, Albert Reinhardt, Jeremy Oliver, Charles Bagley, Trevor Kelly, Joseph Usnickus, Freddie Donaway, Richard Eisel. Richard Eisel, the biggest loser off of pit road. Down 6 spots, Russell. Started in 3rd, pitted from 2nd place and went all the way down to 9th on that pit stop. Richard Eisel is going to have his work cut out for him for the remainder of the race.
You know, Michael, look who's in 2nd. The man who got spun out of the lead has climbed himself from P11 all the way to P12. Gavin Smith.
Climbed his way up from P11 to P12, and that was a hard climb right there.
Oh.
Got
P2.
Marique Long gained a few spots off the pit road. Kevin Allen falling back to 4th place. As we should be going green next time by. Starting lineup should be Sonny, Gavin, Marique Long, Kevin, Allen, Albert Reinhardt, Jeremy Oliver, Trevor Kelly, Richard Eisel, Charles Bagley, Freddie, Donaway, and Joseph Usnickas. Not sure what Joseph was doing. Was on pit load for a long time, trying to catch back up to the field. And these drivers are getting set. One thing that sucks about this 2.5 mile track, Russell, is how long it takes to get around.
Yes, sir, and that's not fighting, and that's not helping their situation. Fighting the clock.
Your pick, Russell. Talking crap about you in chat. Broadcast boost saying went from P1 to P12, so I gained -1 spots. And he says P11 to P12. Yeah, Gavin, you're doing so well, gaining a negative spot.
That takes talent.
That's him right there. The guy talking in chat that went from P11 to P12, currently sitting in 2nd. Don't know how he got there from 12th place. But he's going to give Sonny a run for his money.
Gavin Smith did not take tires on this pit stop. That's why he came out 2nd. So Sonny and Gavin Smith are on the should be on the same tire age. And while everyone else I know took tires. I know Mark Long took Marique Long took 2 tires as pace car ducking down to the pit lane. For the first time, Sonny will lead this field to the green flag as they're coming to the restart zone. Green flag back underway. Sonny with an amazing jump, crossing the line, jumping up high. Gavin Smith jumping down low.
Kevin Allen out of the groove back here. Joseph and Freddie battling for 10th place. Jeremy Oliver fighting with Kevin Allen for 5th place. Jeremy Oliver on the inside of Kevin Allen. Richard Eisel on the inside of Trevor Kelly back here. Trevor Kelly hardens the outside wall. Charles Bagley is going to get around him. Richard Eisel battling with the 23 of Jeremy Oliver. As up here we got a battle between Marique Long and Albert Reinhardt for 3rd place. Kevin Allen battling with the 97 of Richard Eisel. Gonna let him by. Kevin's gonna lose 2 spots off that corner. He got his teammate of Charles Bagley just sitting right behind him in 8th place. '23 trying to battle back with the 97 of Richard Eisel. Richard Eisel getting a little loose coming out of the turn number 3. Going to put the 23 next to him. 23 is going to be able to clear Richard Eisel as Charles Bagley now challenging Kevin Allen for 7th place. Joseph Usnickas is challenging Kelly for a 9th. Able to get around him. Check up front. Russell, Gavin Smith is not letting Sonny get away.
No, sir, he's staying right in his draft. Sonny trying everything in his power to keep Gavin Smith off of him, shaking the draft. As you know, the draft is the most important thing here in Indianapolis. The moment you lose it, your race is over.
Charles Bagley still trying to battle his teammate for 7th place. Got Joseph Usnickas right there behind him.
Snick is just recovering from a wreck.
Jeremy Oliver still fighting with the 97 of Richard Oliver for 5th place. Checking back up front, Russell Gavin starting to fade. Sonny's pulling away. Albert Reinhardt starting to catch Gavin Smith. As Richard Eisel
sends it in deep.
Able to clear him.
Make it stick.
Thought the 23 was trying to go do a crossover on him. Checking back here. Joseph Usnickas catching Charles Bagley. Looking to the inside of Charles Bagley going down the front stretch side by side. Joseph was able to clear Charles Bagley and putting him down to 9th place. As these two battle or keep battling for position, the 2397. This is the battle for 5th place. On board with Jeremy Oliver. Take a look back here. Joseph Usnick is all over the back bumper of Kevin Allen. Kevin Allen down to 7th. He was running 3rd majority of that first sprint before that caution came out, but he's been struggling ever since.
He has, and we are on lap 40 of 80, so we are officially halfway into this race. And it's
Charles Bagley all over the back bumper of Joseph Usnickas. Looks like he's giving him a shove going down the back stretch. But we have another battle back here between the 36 and 27 for 10th place. Freddie dives it into the inside of Trevor Kelly, getting him around.
Trevor Kelly looking to get tight off the corner as he's pitting.
Albert Reinhardt starting to catch Gavin Smith, but Gavin is starting to close the gap back in on Sonny as this field is starting to stack right back up as you see Gavin getting to the wall in the backstretch. Joseph Usnick has got around Kevin Allen for 7th place. The two teammates are back here, 8th, 9th place. As we go back up here and check on the leaders. Reinhardt still closing in on the back of Gavin. Gavin still closing in on the back of Sonny.
Trevor Kelly going a lap down. And Trevor Kelly's just kind of put himself in between Marique Long and Richard Eisel. If you're Marique Long, that's what you want to see in your rear view. As looked like Richard Eisel got his lap traffic.
Gavin trying his hardest to close that gap on Sonny. Checking on the teammates. Charles Bagley got around Kevin Allen for 8th place. Kevin Allen still falling back. Currently sitting in 9th place. Gavin Smith under 0.3 seconds of Donnie. Marique Long got around Richard Eisel for 3rd place. You see these two trying to cross each other over to disrupt the draft. Richard Eisel back on the inside of Marique Long for 3rd place. Albert Reinhardt gets to the inside of Marique Long as well. They make contact. Marique Long hard in the wall, got some right front damage. That's going to put him back a few spots. Richard Eisel pulling away from Albert Reinhardt. As now Jeremy Oliver is trying to battle with Marique Long for 5th place. Russell, to only see how dark this track is getting, we gotta ride on board with Sonny. Going to turn number 3, and you can see how bright that is coming out of turn number 3, heading to turn number 4. And you can just see how dark that track is getting right out of turn number 4.
We can. It's getting really bad for these drivers, and we're still just over halfway. We still have over 37 laps to go.
Gavin Smith is right there on the back bumper of Sonny still, but we got some action going on back here, it looks like. Marique Long starting to fade with that right front damage. Let's check when they last pitted. Sonny running on 20 lap old tires. Gavin Smith 14. Richard Eisel 13, Albert Reinhardt 14, Jeremy Oliver 14. On board was Gavin Smith. Russell, I think they might have to make one more pit stop for the end of the race.
I think they might have to, because, you know, they've been cut close all race, especially for tires. You know, the front two are the only one, are the two oldest people on tires, and they're still running P1 and 2.
One person I think that is hoping for a caution back here in 9th place, Kevin Allen. Was running 3rd. Majority of the first run before that caution came out, fell back down all the way to 9th place. Currently 11.6 seconds behind Sonny. Looks like Charles Bagley's starting to run down Joseph Usnikis. This would be a battle for 7th place. Going board with Mr. Bagley. Gap is closing so slightly between these two drivers. 401 of Sonny, 16 of Gavin Smith. Sonny hard into the outside wall. Gavin Smith getting a run. Gonna be to the outside now of Sonny for first place. Sonny trying to battle back after hitting the wall. Gavin Smith is able to get around. New race leader, and that's going to be the 16 Russell of Gavin Smith. Looking at the right side of Sonny's car, he doesn't look like he has damage at all. Richard Eisel right there, catching up to the back of Sonny as well. We got a battle going on, Russell, between the 69 and 7. Battle for 7th place.
Charles Bagley staying in his draft. Not doing anything crazy, but not doing anything he doesn't. But not doing anything, but doing everything he needs to.
$30 laps to go. Gavin Smith starting to pull away from Sonny. Richard Eisel right there as well, on the back bumper of Sonny. As you see, Russell, Gavin Smith isn't even trying to disrupt the draft because he knows he got the better tires than Sonny does. Richard Eisel right there on the back bumper of Sonny for 2nd place. Pushing a little tight. Looks like he also got a little loose. Gonna fall back a ton off the back bumper of Sonny. Check in on a few drivers we haven't talked about in a while. 27 of Freddie Donaway. Currently sitting back here in 10th position, all by himself. But Russell, for how much Kevin Allen has been fading, do you think Freddie might actually be able to get up to Kevin Allen?
I think he might. You know, I don't know how far Trevor Kelly is to him, but Trevor Kelly is a lap down. Well, it really just depends. He can run the better line at this point.
Charles Bagley still back here battling with the 7 of Joseph Usnickas for 7th place, trying to peek to his inside. As Charles Bagley got a huge run coming out of turn number 4, staying inside, right behind Joseph for that draft. Right in front of those two is the 77 of Marique Long, falling back to 6th place, especially with that right front damage he got from after hitting the wall. Let's look at the back bumper of Marique Long. Marique Long off track. Sonny Richard down pit road. We're gonna put Albert Reinhardt second place, Jeremy Oliver third, Joseph Charles, Marique Long, Kevin Allen now coming down pit road as well. Albert Reinhardt battling side by side with the 23 of Jeremy Oliver for second spot. Jeremy Oliver able to clear Albert Reinhardt for the second position. Looks like Albert Reinhardt might have some damage on that right front. Albert Reinhardt is now coming down pit road. Gonna put Joseph Bagley and Jeremy Oliver up to 1, 2, 3. Kevin Allen now being scored a lap down behind Trevor Kelly. Albert Reinhardt now down pit road. Jeremy Oliver, Joseph Usnickas, Charles Bagley stay out. 24 laps to go this time by. Russell, I heard some of these drivers clutching. Do you think they might have enough fuel to make it to the end? Russell might be having some internet issues. Joseph Usnickas, Charles Bagley. Charles Bagley down pit road. Joseph Usnickas staying out. Same with Jeremy Oliver. Marique Long now exiting pit road. Gonna put Marique Long down to last place, lap down. Top three are now Joseph Usnickas, Freddie Donaway, and Jeremy Oliver. It's been 25 laps since these last three pitted. Do they have enough to make it? Jeremy Oliver now down pit road. Joseph Usnickas stays out. Something happened to Richard Eisel. Down pit road. Freddie Donaway down. Jeremy Oliver still getting tires. Joseph Usnickas still leading. This is going to be the battle for the lead after pit cycles. Gavin Smith, Bonnie, Albert Reinhardt. Joseph Usnickas now down pit road. Richard Eisel still on pit road. Not sure if he has some damage. Freddie Donaway still down. Marique Long back down pit road. Gavin Smith coming out of turn number 4 to take the lead right back where he started. Going to put Sonny 1.6 seconds back off of Gavin Smith. Albert Reinhardt 6 seconds, almost 7 seconds back off of Gavin Smith. Charles Bagley has battled back up to a 5th place, up 3 spots since the start of the race, only about 3 seconds back from Jeremy Oliver, sitting in P4. Trevor Kelly back here, sitting P6 with Kevin Allen right behind. Kevin Allen starting to barrel down on the 36. Freddie's back down pit road. You can just see that gap still increasing between Gavin Smith and Sonny. Coming to 19 to go. Next time by, Marique Long being scored 2 laps down. Richard Eisel 1. Freddie 1. Joseph 1. Kevin Allen all over the back bumper of Trevor Kelly for 6th place. Go on board with Kevin Allen. You see Trevor Kelly pushing Ty. He stayed out for a while. He pitted probably around lap 40. Kevin trying to get around him. Gonna fall back into the draft. Probably gonna be able to get him in the 1 and 2 if Trevor Kelly does not slide up. Kevin Allen has more speed than Trevor Kelly does with those fresh set of tires. Currently the closest battle on track as we speak, 19 laps to go. Trevor Kelly pushing tight. Kevin Allen right there on the back bumper again. Trying to arc it in there. Trevor Kelly's pitting for the last time tonight. Charles Bagley still up to 5th place. About 3 seconds, still a little over 3 seconds back from Jeremy Oliver. Might be able to catch up to the back bumper of Marique Long. Use that draft to get up there to him. But I don't think you will have enough time. Gavin Smith still leading the charge with a 2.7 second gap over Sonny. Right on board with Gavin. Charles Bagley was able to get around the 77 of Marique Long. Got Trevor Kelly right in front of him now. And you can just see the gap between Charles Bagley and Jeremy Oliver. Richard Eisel back now on track. Kevin Allen out here by himself. "15 laps to go this time by." Gavin Smith got around the 7 of Joseph Usnickas, putting a little buffer between him and Sonny. Sonny's back here 3.1 seconds back. Take a look at the race recap so far. Gavin Smith leading the charge, 7 lead changes, 1 caution for 3 laps. As the caution's out, Charles Bagley's crashed. Charles Bagley trying to get that machine spun back around. Let's see. If we can figure out what happened to Charles Bagley. He's already spun around right there. Getting loose in the short chute, overcorrects. Marie Long nowhere to go. That's going to help out a few drivers like Sonny, Reinhardt, Oliver, Allen, Bagley, and Usnickas trying to catch back up to the field. Usnickas is going to be the lucky dog. You see Sonny sends it in there. Freddie trying to avoid them as well. Freddie off in the grass. Pretty decent day for Charles. Even though he had that accident just a minute ago. Started 8th, currently up to 6th. Kevin Allen's been struggling since that first caution. We're on 3rd majority of that first stint. Currently back here sitting in 5th place. As looks like everybody's hitting besides Sonny. That's going to hurt Trevor Kelly, Richard Eisel. It's not going to let them get the wave around. Reinhardt, Gavin, Jeremy Oliver, Kevin Allen, first one's off pit road. Albert Reinhardt looks like he missed his pit stall. Freddie's out. So with Bagley. Gonna put Sonny up to the lead with 21 laps to go. Gavin Smith will be starting P3.
In race reporter, I am here. I don't care about your broadcast. I'm here now. I want to talk.
Which part of me talking crap about you?
I guarantee you were, because I was talking crap about this car.
Yeah, I was talking about you since qualifying, you know, coming out of going into the short shoot, getting loose, blowing your engine. I said, you can't park there, Kevin.
Ah, you saw that.
Indeed, it's on live broadcast 4K. Talking about how after that first caution, you just been falling back from third and just kept dropping and dropping.
Yeah, on the restart, I had absolutely no grip on the top. It's more of a skill issue than anything, most likely. And then I barely hit the wall coming out of 4, and it gave me wheel damage, and that's why I'm so far back here. But my good old teammate Charles Bagley from Team No Lift, I don't think it was on purpose, but I'm back in the race thanks to him. So we're gonna see what we can do with this. And this package is acting like it did today, where you cannot pass anybody no matter where you're at. So we're just gonna see what happens here. 401 stayed out, and he made it work last time, but Gavin's back on him and he's on tires, so this should be fun to watch.
Looking at the last pit stops, Sonny pitted 15 laps ago.
Yeah, he didn't pit after the first caution, which I know it's less laps, but still, track position means a lot more than tires right now. And maybe the tires might mean too much now with how many laps we've had on them, but we'll see what happens. And could you pull me back down, because I really can't do it now.
Yes, I can. Just give me 1 second. That was Kevin Allen from the 76 machine. Heard from him, he had some wheel damage, started falling back up to 5th place with a fresh set of tires. You're going to have Sonny with 15 lap old tires. Albert Reinhardt's going to be starting right next to him on the outside. Gavin Smith inside. Jeremy Oliver starting P4. That's the pace car, gets ready to duck off. We're going to look off the front of Gavin Smith for this restart. And they're now in the restart zone, and they're back green. Gavin Smith didn't get a good jump on the 25. 25 is going to be clear of them. Jeremy Oliver getting around Gavin Smith for 3rd place. Kevin Allen over the back bumper now of Gavin Smith. Gavin Smith around. Gavin Smith able to save it? No, he loses it. No caution. Kevin Allen, that's going to put Kevin Allen up to 4th, Bagley 5th. Bagley got the lap car in his way. Albert Reinhardt sitting in 2nd place. Sonny trying to disrupt that draft between him and Reinhardt. Joseph Usnick is starting to close into the back of Charles Bagley. Bagley trying to protect the inside, trying to get around the 36 of Trevor Kelly. 9 laps to go. Joseph Usnick is looking to take it 3 wide, going down the backstretch. Charles Bagley trying to battle back on the outside to clear the 7. Joseph Usnick loose. Joseph Usnick inside wall, sliding back up the track. No caution. Not time to be doing burnouts yet. Why are you saying over? 8 laps to go. Richard Eisel on the inside of Jeremy Oliver. Kevin Allen needs to get around Richard Eisel to have a shot at getting to Jeremy Oliver for 3rd place. Closest battle right now on track is between the 23 and the 76. Well, you got a lap car still in the way. Richard Eisel to the inside of the 23. That's going to slow him down. And it's going to actually help Kevin get to the back of the 23. Flick off the front bumper of Kevin Allen. Right behind Kevin is Charles Bagley. Jeremy Oliver trying to work on the inside of Richard Eisel to put that buffer back between him and Kevin. As you see the nighttime slowly reaching. As Jeremy Oliver could not get around Richard Eisel. Kevin Allen to the outside, going to let him have it. Trying to get that run coming out of turn number 4. Jeremy Oliver trying to disrupt the draft to keep that third spot away. 5 laps to go. Charles Bagley still back here in 6th, about a second behind Kevin Allen. Now these two right here are still trying to duke it out for 3rd place. Kevin Allen only 0.2 seconds back from the back of Jeremy Oliver. Tommy's still leading the charge. 4 laps to go. Almost a second gap over Reinhardt. Still the closest battle, 3 laps to go. Looks like Charles Bagley might be closing in to the back of Kevin Allen. Kevin Allen didn't get a good corner there. Look out the back bumper of Jeremy Oliver. You can see here, Jeremy Oliver struggling to get back on the power. Two laps to go this time by. Sonny still leading. Kevin Allen is still right there. One wrong move. Kevin will be right there onto the inside of him. That's the gap between the 2376. As Sonny coming out of turn number 4 to take the white flag here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Don't want to get off this battle. Jeremy Oliver doing everything he can to disrupt that draft, to keep Kevin Allen right behind him, to keep that podium position. Does Kevin have enough to get there and get around him? I think the gap is too big to get that podium position away from Jeremy Oliver, as Sonny is exiting turn number 4 for the final time tonight. As Sonny is going to win here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Reinhardt second, Oliver third, Kevin Allen fourth, Bagley fifth. Sonny is your race winner. As Sonny burns it down here tonight at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. We were worried about the time. You see how dark it got since the start of the race. Indeed, you suck, Charles, especially in the next gens. As Sonny blows it up on his burnout, let's take a look at the finishing results. Sonny led 59 out of 80 laps, bringing it home in first. Albert Reinhardt P2, Jeremy Oliver bringing us home in P3. Kevin Allen tried to battle as hard as he could to get around Jeremy Oliver, but didn't have enough to get there. Finishing in P4, Charles Bagley getting the top 5 after struggling a lot during this race. Gavin Smith started on pole, finishing it, bringing it home at 6. Had a couple issues, tried to battle back. Joseph Usinka 7th, Richard Eisel, tough night for him, bringing home an 8th. Trevor Kelly 9th. Freddie Donaway 10th, Marik Long brings home an 11th. Sonny set the fastest lap with a 51.529. Most laps goes to Sonny. Albert Reinhardt with the Hard Charger Award with 4 positions, 2 cautions for 6 laps, 7 green flag lead changes for 4 different leaders. Let's see if we can get a couple people up in here real quick. Bringing home in P3 is Jeremy Oliver. You got a copy?
Hey, what's up?
Man, you started in 7th, running about mid-pack majority of the race. However, you managed to get up there and finish in P3.
Luck. Yeah, that's just being honest. I didn't really know what I was doing getting in the car. Kind of just followed Rhino for half the race, watching his line.
Yeah. So a lot of people struggled with this track tonight, especially with how tight it was. How tight was the track actually tonight?
Not too bad. I don't think it was really tight at all.
Taking a look at the playoffs, trying to see where you currently sit. You sit currently 5th place with 534 points. You got Tawny right in front of you with 541. And then you got Kevin Allenson in 3rd with 635. Do you think that you might be able to keep it in the playoffs when the playoff comes around?
I'm up to 5th. I didn't even know where I was. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you got.
I think we'll stay. I think we'll still stay above the cut line.
Hopefully.
I believe.
Do you know if they run the chase or the playoff format?
I believe it's the chase.
Alrighty.
I believe it's the chase.
Well, if you got any shout outs, I can get you on your way.
Shout out my boys, the Maniacs, Maniac Motorsports, and then my boys, Twisted Speed. They provide the best iRacing setups.
Alrighty. Well, I hope you have a good night, and hopefully we see you back on Thursday in the trucks.
I won't be here.
Alright, hopefully you'll be there either Saturday or Sunday.
Absolutely.
Alright, you have a good one.
Yeah.
Trying to see if 2nd place Albert Reinhardt's in here, but I don't see him anywhere. So let's go ahead and pull up the race winner. That's going to be the 401 of Sonny. Sonny, how you doing tonight?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing all right. You don't sound too thrilled about winning here tonight at Indianapolis.
Well, the excitement has kind of passed already. I don't know. It was good. I'm glad I won something this week at least. Felt fast all day, but long race. So I'm also a little just tired. So yeah, but like I'm excited still. I just won't show it.
So there was a point where you were falling back. You had Gavin Smith in front of you. Was there a point where you questioned whether you had the winning car?
Yeah. After pit stops, the moment I was way behind, there was no chance. And unfortunately, since I didn't pit that's the caution before those pit stops, I had to save a bit of gas, and I oversaved by about half a lap. So he was able to get to me. I hit the wall, and he passed me, and I just stayed behind for forever. So without that last caution, I would not have a chance.
Looking at the chase, you're currently sitting in 4th with 541 points. Then you got Kevin Allen sitting in 3rd with 635. Do you think you still might have a chance to advance into multiple rounds of the chase?
I think so. I mean, honestly, considering I didn't think I'd even have a chance today, and I turned out to be one of the fastest cars, I think after considering from the start of the season, I thought I was not going to be good enough for
Looking back,
most of the races. I'm feeling I've improved a lot, and I think I can really have a chance here.
looking at your season so far, you got 4 wins for the season. Not next week, the week after is going to be at Iowa. How you feeling about Iowa?
No clue, never raced it. We'll find out, but don't get me up. It's North Wilkesboro. I didn't think I'd have a chance at all, and I finished second. So we'll see.
Alrighty, but I want to give you it's an unwritten rule. I don't know if you heard the controversy about it, but doing a burnout on top of the bricks.
Yeah. We're gonna need some virtual cleaners out there to clean the virtual bricks. Sorry to all the computers out there.
Yeah. If you got any shout outs, I'll get you can get them out of your way.
Well, honestly, shout out to Gavin Smith. He had me beat for that final stint before the caution. Unfortunate for him, but it played out how it did. It was nice to race against him.
Yeah, looking at a message that was put in Discord earlier before the race that with this great being a crown jewel race, they're putting up a diecast car for the winner.
Oh yeah,
You excited?
nice diecast.
You excited to win it?
Definitely, yeah. Really nice, yeah.
All
I
right.
appreciate Salty for putting that up. Actually, yeah, I forgot about that.
Well, I hope you have a good rest of your night, and hopefully we see you back on Thursday.
Yeah, you too. See ya.
Alrighty, that's going to wrap it up for tonight's race. Sadly, Russell wasn't able to stay here for the rest of the broadcast, but I was glad he was still able to call out the shots with me tonight. My name is Michael Cordray. We'll be back Monday for a USSA special event. Hope you guys have a good night.
Friday night, the lights are bright. The grandstands packed, the stars ignite. From the green flag wave to the final lap, every driver knows there's no turning back. The stage is set, the field is tight. Championship dreams on the line tonight. A season's worth of sacrifice and speed. Now it's time to see who succeeds. 40 hearts beating under the hood. Every racer pushing harder than they should. Searching for an inch, hunting for a lane. Risking everything for fortune and fame. The spotter calls, clear high, clear low. The leaders battle wherever they go. The crowd rises up as attention grows. Nobody knows how this story goes. One mistake can change it all. One bold move